Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. It's your girl off the dock B in the building. And I'm not sure if you can hear me or not, but I guess we're on. Looking at my mute button here. It's your girl off the dock B. Please click like and share. We are bringing it to the table live tonight with some of the heavy hitters from the Millati Islami Program. And we are bringing it to the table. And yes, we are on the third week of the kickoff to the Millati Islami Speakerjam, second annual Speakerjam. You don't want to miss it. So let me just confirm that I am now on and live and that everyone, let's get it in. Somebody said, let's get it in. Okay, y'all getting excited already. I had a couple of people, they sent me questions. They want to know answers and everything. I had, hey, everybody. Okay, so I guess you can hear me. Okay, good. Questions, they want to know answers. Okay, good. So we are on and I see it. The people are coming in. I really do appreciate it. Hi, Raheem. Raheem is here. Thank you for joining. Again, it's your girl off the dock B from Bring It to the Table. Everyday people. That's what we do. We address everyday people like me and you. Yes. And tonight you are in for a treat. We have the members of the Millati Islami group that's going to be, and I mean, these are some experienced members. Listen, please click like and share. Click like and share. I'm going to drop that in the chat and we're going to get started. Let me just say assalamu alaikum to everyone. All right. All right. Thank you for joining. I see you all. Thank you, Maria. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Raheem. Thank you, Sharifa. Thank you. I see you all. Please click those hearts. We need those hearts. We love hearts. Please click like and share. You can also go to my LinkedIn page. You can go to the Millati Islami World Service Office page. You can go to my Facebook page. You can go to Twitter. You can go to my YouTube at Bring It to the Table, author Doc B, to view this, to comment, click, like, and share. We have the members. They are coming in. Thank you very much for joining. Yes, thank you very much for joining. We have some comments. Thank you, sir. People are coming in. Good. That's what we want. So tonight, we are going to be addressing some of the history of the Millati Islami Program. And listen, I had people send me questions already. This thing has kicked off really well. Now, this is the third week. Now, you guys were here on the first week where we had Sister Nafisa and Brother Imam Jury on. And then last week, you know, we had the power couple. We had the power couple from Millati Islami on. You see, we had the Muhammads come through last week, Sister Asia and Brother Shakur Muhammad, and they blessed us. Oh, and don't forget our newcomer baby. We had our baby boy. He came on, Amir. I hope I said that right because I always mess his name up. Well, guess what? You really don't want to miss this tonight. So I'm going to ask my guests backstage to please get ready, fix your cameras, and get ready to come in. Make sure that your sound is on and everything is good because we are about to get this party started, okay? All right. So I'm going to introduce the sister first. I'm going to bring up a sister who is taking part of the Millati Islami Program. And it is Millati Islami on the path of peace. It's addictions treatment, right, for Muslims, but anybody can come. If you're looking for a way out, you know, you might want to just come on in. And this is how their book looks. All right. So I'm going to bring in one guest first. Our first guest is, let's bring her in. All right.
Wait, let me joining. Am I here? Wait, let me get my book.
Okay. All right. Well, while she gets her book, we're going to bring in a gentleman, and then we're going to bring in Brother Jawad.
Okay.
We're going to bring in Brother Jawad. Okay. And Jawad is in. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. To everybody.
Alhamdulillah. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Thank you so much for joining. And ladies and gentlemen, please click like and share. Please click like and share, because Bring It to the Table is about that life. Listen, we're about this social media streaming stuff. We don't play around. We got to get the message out. And tonight we are dropping bombs about the message of Millati Islami, Islamic Treatment for Addictions Program. Please click like and share. You don't want to miss it. On July the 4th, they are kicking off their second annual Speakerjam. Yeah. And guess what the title is? Freedom from Bondage. Now, if you want to get free, but get them questions ready. Go get your popcorn, come back, get your ink pens ready, because we got some people here. Listen, I call them warriors. Hi, Adam. Adam is here. Assalamu alaikum. Next, we're going to bring in my man. Oh, I love this man. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Oh, there he is. Oh, my goodness. It's an honor and a privilege to have you all on tonight. This is Brother Lukman Yunus from New York City. We have Brother Jawad Abdul Wadud on from New York City as well. And we also have Sister Sharifa from New York City. Let me tell you, we got New York in the house. It's New York in the house. I love it. Oh my God, I'm super excited tonight. This episode tonight is going to knock them off their boots. I already know it. And I am just as excited for the Millati Islami Program and where it is actually going. Allah has been Akbar, merciful, and all these things to the program over the many years. And so we're going to get started with the questions. Is that okay?
Sure.
I hear another phone or something like that ringing. Okay, somebody decided to do firecrackers. Ain't that something right outside? Ain't that something? Well, that's the blow up. They just helping us celebrate. Woo. So, Sister Sharifa, can you introduce yourself to my audience, please? And can you let them know how long you've been a member of the Millati Islami Program and what is your function? What do you actually do in the Millati Program?
Well, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Hi, everybody. My name is Sharifa, and I'm a grateful recovering Muslim here on the path of peace with Millati Islami. I can't even recall how long I've been a member here. It seems like forever. But realistically, it's probably been maybe about 3 or 4 years. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't want to lie. I'm really not sure, but I'm going to just say about 3 or 4 years. But I've been a Muslim since 1998. Mm-hmm. And what was the other question I was supposed to answer?
What is your function? What do you actually do in the program of Millati Islami?
Well, I've hosted several meetings. I've hosted several virtual meetings. I just joined the literature committee where we're working on several different projects to create literature for our program. Mm-hmm. And I'm very excited about it. And so I'm excited about being a part of the literature committee because it's long overdue. It's so needed. And I'm just grateful to have been asked to be a part of the team. And I'm gonna.
Well, you definitely be in service, sister. I'll be seeing you. Yeah. You be like, you need some help over here. You need help over here. You need help over here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I watched you come in and just blow up like boom all over the place. I'm like, that's how you get it, and that's how you get another day. I appreciate your service. I really, really do. You know, and I appreciate your presence in the Millati Islami Program and just jumping right in the service bill structure. I understand, you know, and yeah, Islam is just amazing. You know, and you're needed, you know. So thank you very much for taking the commitment to come on tonight to talk about this up and coming Speakerjam, because it's gonna be dynamite. Okay. All right. So now, Brother Jawad, how are you, sir? Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Welcome to everybody. Culture to everybody. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. To bear witness that no God but Allah, Muhammad is his messenger. And I'm delighted to be here tonight to bring the message of recovery from the Millati Islami Program. You know, the treatment program for Muslims as well as the whole of humanity. This is what we're about. We don't exclude anybody. Everybody is welcome. You understand? But everybody had a fellowship. And, you know, we had it. And then it was there and it wasn't there. And it was there and it wasn't there. But now we're back. Full force. You understand? And we want the Muslims to know that you have a place to come to. And don't be ashamed. You know, don't lay in the guilt, the remorse, and hide. Everybody coming out the closet, huh? So, you know, why not you? You understand? Come on out.
Right.
And get in the recovery process. Because if Allah gets you here, Allah has blessed you again and given you your life back. See, that's why I say I'm a grateful recovering Muslim. And, you know, and even in Punya, you know, in my days, they used to call me Big Black, Big Black D, Fast Black, Bleed Black, Chunky Black. You know, I done been so many blacks. I was so glad when James Brown said, say it loud, and I'm black and I'm proud. But remember, it was a time when you used to call people, you black so and so, they fight. You understand? So when James Brown came down and said, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. I said, Lord, I'm always for that.
I love when you do that. I love when you do that.
And I, you know, I'm just glad, man, because I realized today that Allah have given me another nikmah. You understand? Another gift. He gave me my gift of life back when I was a dope fiend, addict, garbage head. I was insane in the memory, insanity supreme. And you know what for the life of me, what gets me is Muslims. You talking about, no, I don't want nobody to see me. And I want you've been running up and down the street, everybody been seeing you. Saying, ain't that girl a Muslim? Ain't that brother a Muslim? What he doing? What he messing with? What are you hiding for? Everybody know, and especially their family. My family, you know what my family used to call me? My family used to call me the black sheep of the family. You know, that was the one that messed up all the time. Go to jail all the time. He ain't gonna be nothing but a junkie. You know, I was so hurt and so ashamed and so much guilt. You know what I did? I took it to the streams. I went and got a bundle of doogie, dope, and tried to kill myself, OD'd over the dope.
Wow.
But
well, thank you for that introduction. That was a beautiful introduction. You sure enough let them know that you recovered. You know, that you recovered.
Right.
Tight. That's awesome. I appreciate that. And so we're going to have a series of questions for everyone on the panel tonight. But before we do that, we want our dear brother Lukman to actually introduce himself. And can you give us how long you've been in Millati Islami and what's your function? What do you actually do in Millati Islami?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wow.
I'm Lukman Yunus. I'm definitely a blessed recovered Muslim and an ex-drug addict. I've been in Millati Islami since 2006, November. I think it had to be November when I joined Millati Islami in 2006. My function is that I'm also on the literature committee. And what I do is, how shall I say, I'm trying to say it in a nice way. I'm on the literature committee to keep the focus on Islamic recovery. As opposed to just going off into doing something else. I keep the focus on Allah cures all diseases if you believe. That's actually my function. Because I have, 20 years, about 4 months and something. I can't remember exactly. And I never went to another fellowship. I had what's called spontaneous remission. which is one day I woke up, I read an ayat in the Quran, and it slapped me down, and I said, what am I doing? And I have never used since 2002, February 2nd, 2002.
Alhamdulillah.
Right, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. That's awesome.
Nice.
Okay, good. And so being on these committees, everybody mentioned having being on a committee in Millati Islami. And what does that mean to you? That's the very first question. And we're going to get started. We're rolling with our questions. Each person on the panel will have a question. Some will be personalized, some will be generalized. Is that okay?
Fine.
All right, so let's go. And so what does that mean for you to be in this type of service? You know, being on a committee? Because I mean, I've seen each of you thrive in these functions in the committee. You know, I've seen all of you, you know, on the platforms and what you do and things of that nature. Can you tell the audience, please?
Sure. Salam alaikum. Brother Jawad, and I was one that didn't say what committee I was on. And I'm on the Dawah committee.
Yes.
You understand? That's
Can you tell the audience what that means?
Dawah committee is that we carry the message of Al-Islam of Millati Islami. Let know the Muslims have a place to come and recover. And we have book and literature and groups and Zoom and meetings that you can come to. And the Muslims and the Mu'mins are waiting for you to let you know. You don't have to be ashamed of what you do. We go into the jails, right? Institutions, wherever we can go to carry the dawah of Millati Islami and let the Muslims know, don't be ashamed. If Allah got you here, that means He loves you. That's a commitment from Allah. I keep saying this. It's a gift. But see, because we all, I speak for myself. I done been to hell. And you say, what do you mean by that, brother? Heaven and hell can be here on earth. You understand? And what I mean by that, I was living a hellish life, a horrific life, using, abusing, and destroying myself. I was on the brink of the fire, and Allah sent the Malika and pulled me back. And he said, I got a mission for you. I want you to carry this message for the still sick and suffering Muslims in our ummah. And let them know it's okay, man. We all been through some things and guilt and use and abuse by the whisper of Shaitan.
Okay, great. All right. Well, thank you so much for that. And the same question for you, Sister Sharifa.
Okay. What was the question? What? What's so funny? What was the question?
The question was, you're on a committee. What does that mean? What does that mean to you specifically? Like what's this committee stuff? Like what does that mean? Like let's say if you had to explain it to someone, can you just explain to the audience? You know,
being invited to join the committee was honorable, you know, because the literature is what brings besides meetings, it brings recovery to life.
Yes.
Okay, and here at Millati Islami, we're offering a fresh perspective of age-old ideas for treating our fallen human condition. That's in our literature, and it's a fact. And because the literature is old, being a part of the literature committee gives me an opportunity to bring my experience with God in a new way to the literature. And working with the group makes it interesting because everybody has a different perspective. Everybody has a different way they want to express Islam, and you know how Allah has revealed Himself to them, and you know. But we're going to keep it with the literature. We're going to keep it with the book, the Quran, the Sunnah, and the bits and pieces of this book that are still relevant
Right.
to
Okay.
today's population, because we have younger people that are using different kinds of drugs that don't even know about God that we want to embrace with the literature, and addicts really don't like to leave, so we have to make it attractive. We have to get straight to the exact nature
Okay.
of our Millati message.
Okay.
And the message is carrying out Islam as the way to recover. I call it a God consciousness and
Okay.
awareness that you can find in our literature. And we have a great group. It's a very small, and that's what makes it so great.
Yeah,
Because it's
intimate,
not,
right? So
yes,
intimate.
yes, it's intimate,
Very
and that's what really makes it great. And we all are bright, and when we put our energies and our thoughts and ideas together with the knowledge of Islam. See, we got to deal with the knowledge of Islam. And I attend a Quran study so that I can let Allah teach me his word. So, I think, it gives me a sense of integrity. It gives me a feeling like, I have something to do with the knowledge that I'm obtaining, and I can actually help the committee for generations to come after I leave.
Okay,
'Cause
great.
I'm not
Thank
going to
you
be here
very
forever.
much. Yeah,
Okay.
that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Okay.
Brother Eunice, Lukman.
Lukman works. Anyway, Assalamu alaikum. I'm on the literature committee for two reasons. One is that I want to make sure that the focus stays on our primary purpose, is that we carry out Islam as the primary source or the message of recovery to those who still suffer. And this is given based on not just literature, because the literature is supposed to teach you how to live, how to work, how to just enjoy your recovery and acknowledge the fact that you're now not using anymore. And the law has healed you. Even though everybody don't get this wrong, everybody in Millati don't recognize that yet. And that's all right. Because guess what? In some other places, they say the joy is in the journey. Well, as they journey, they'll learn these things. They'll learn these things. That as you grow, as you increase your knowledge, not just about Islam, I'm not talking about just learning a lot of hadiths, because all this doesn't matter if you don't know how to apply it in your life. Because my reality is that I knew a lot of this stuff and I used because I didn't know how to apply it in my life. And it wasn't until that day that it hit me that the Quran says, it says in the Quran that in the Quran there's a healing and admonition and a healing and a mercy and a correction for that which is in your heart. But it's only for the believers. It didn't dawn on me until I read that, and I knew it all along. I had it in my head, but I didn't have it in my heart. So when I read it, I said, "Oh my God, I'm not a believer," because I smoked crack for 18 years.
And so if you smoke crack, but if you smoke crack and if you use drugs, you're not a believer.
No,
not really. If you're smoking, your belief system is falling down. People can say what they want to. They can say they believe in Allah. We all believe that there's Allah, but we don't believe Allah.
Okay.
On that day, I believed Allah that He could do that for me.
Yes.
Once I believed that, everything in my life started to change. It don't mean that all of a sudden on February 2nd, my life just switched over.
Okay.
No, I had to go through some things. I had to re-get things I lost. I had to reclaim myself.
Okay. And Millati Islami Program has done just that for you. So thank you all for answering that question. I just want to get to the comments. Let me get to the comments because you got some really good things in the comments. People are saying stuff like, exactly, brother, talk that talk, and then I'm up there asking people, please click like and share. There's questions in the chat as well. I'm going to get to in a few minutes. People are saying, believe in the law. Assalamu alaikum. You got a special shout out, brother Lukman. People are just shouting you out right there, Adam, thank you all for joining. We really do appreciate you coming. Bring It to the Table is a place where everyone can come, just like me and you, everyday people addressing your issues. Listen, community issues, social justice issues, equality issues, whatever the issue may be. And on tonight, we have the wonderful members of the Millati Islami Program joining us, because in a few minutes, we're going to talk about the second half of the show, the kickoff to the Millati Islami Speakerjam, second annual Freedom from Bondage Speakerjam. You don't want to miss it. Please sit back and relax and enjoy the second half we are about to go into. But before we do that, there's a couple of more questions that is being asked that I'd like to ask everybody on the panel. And the next question is for each person. On the front of the book, it says Millati Islami, the path of peace, Islamic treatment for addictions. So to you as an individual, can you please answer this question? Is it a recovery program or is it a treatment program? Sister Sharifa, you can answer it from your experience and perspective first, please. I have to put the timer on at this moment, because we're going to be going into our second half. Floor is yours.
I like to think of it as a recovery program. Because we admit that we were neglectful of our higher selves due to our drug use, and our lives have become unmanageable. And because of that, Millati Islami gives us an opportunity to work the steps and the traditions, become familiar with the steps and the traditions, work them in our lives. And first, we have to stop using first.
Mm-hmm.
And when we stop using, then we open the door for God to come in so that we can align our will with his will, mm-hmm. and find a new way to live.
Okay, thank you so much. So you said you want to believe that it is a recovery program. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Brother Jawad, your experience, please.
To me, it's both. It's a treatment program to me because we're showing and treating you on how to live as a Muslim, right? And the recovery process is doing and hearing and obey on what Allah says as Muslims we should do. We shouldn't put intoxicants in our body. As we're going astray, we poison ourselves. We're ungrateful. I don't want to beat nobody down and feel like you say, oh man, you all that, all this. No, I might have a thought, I might want to slap the mess out of somebody, but that's not becoming of a Muslim. You understand? It's not becoming a Muslim to use intoxicants and thinking that it's all right. When Allah says in Surah 5, Ayah 90-91, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's both a recovery process and a treatment process. Say Bismillah ar-Rahman, O you who believe, intoxicants and gambling and dedication to stones and divination by arrows are evils of Satan's handiwork. Avoid such evil that you may prosper. Satan's plan is to excite hostility and hatred between you with intoxicants and gambling, and hinder you from the remembrance of Allah and from prayer will you not disdain.
Thank you. I have to stop you there. Thank you so much. So you agree that it's both treatment and recovery program?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Same question for you, Brother Eunice.
I'm going to be in agreement with them, but I think it's more of a treatment for addiction, as the book says. The cover of our book says, Millati Islami, the path of peace, Islamic treatment for addiction. It's a simple process. I'm not going to take it no more than for what it says. It's treatment for addiction. And the reason I'm stating that, even though I had 4 years clean, what you call clean, before I joined Millati Islami. I didn't know anything about Millati Islami. Somebody gave me a book and I read it. And I said, okay, I can work with that. Because it tells us that we don't have to worry about a day. We just maintain it to the next salat. And that's how I got clean. So for me, This is Islamic treatment for addiction.
Okay, great. Thank you. I like that. That was really keeping it simple. I really do like
Keep
that. And I kind of tend, so when I read the book, I see what the author Zaid way back then, I think the year, I got it right here. It said, and you actually knew him, right? Jawad, you met him and interacted with him and all that before he passed away, correct?
Yes.
All right, and so I will ask you what was that like in a few minutes, but it talks about 1992. A first version came out, then it was revised in 2019. And here it looks like the newer members that's joining with a lot of recovery is helping the program transition or evolve into addictions treatment and recovery program, Millati Islami. I don't know how good that is or how bad that is, but I do know that evolution is good. Everything has a life cycle. I practice, I often tell people that if you are not growing, then it's just too bad. You need to really grow. You didn't come into treatment and not to grow or get some experiences under your belt so you can become a new you, a brand new you. So you got people in the audience. Thank you for the lesson. Believe in the law. I think that's Sister Asier's on saying believe in the law. Oh, we have some more questions in the chat. There's one other question before we get to talking about the speaker jam, okay? This one question is in the chat, says, is Millati Islami a movement? And if so, what is the mission and the vision? So I think that's a very complex question. I don't think it's complicated for the heavy hitters that's on here tonight, but I want to say to the audience first, when we talk in terms of a movement, that can be looked at in several ways. So I'm just going to read what I know because this is a platform where we learn things, The art of a process of moving, especially to change positions, right, of the place or the posture, studying the movement of the planets, okay? It says the particular instance or manner of moving and entraced by her graceful movements. And then here's the more simpler one. An act of changing physical location or position or having this changed, okay? And that's what it says. And so if it says that, then that simply means in simple terms is that a moving from one place to another with a goal in mind, with a goal in mind, What does it mean to you, Mr. Brother Yunus? You can go first. What does it mean? The question is Millati Islami a movement? Is it moving, or is it, is it standing for something? Is it because when you moving things and you getting out there to society, you want this thing to move around, move, because we often talk in the meetings about this thing blowing up and moving around the world and it's about to be something big. Well, because some people didn't believe that Millati Islami still was existing. And that's what gave birth to this evolution, these people coming and helping it get to where, like Sister Sharifa said, alhamdulillah, where it's going. So can you answer the question for the audience? It's definitely a 1, 2, it's like a 3-part question. And I'll shut up because I talk so much. Is Millati Islami a movement? And if so, what is the mission? And then what is the vision? I'll be quiet. Go. Lukman.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm not going to call it a movement. It's a mission.
Nice.
I'm going to say it's a mission. And what I mean by that is I can't speak for the years before I joined. All I can tell you is about from what I have heard. In the beginning, it was a low place. Now, since I have been here, it was stagnated for a while, and now it's beginning to blow up again. It's going all over the world. And what we do is we invite people to this and let them see what it is. And once we invite them, the more people you invite, the bigger it becomes. But I'm going to say it's not a movement. For some, it's a movement. For me, it's a mission.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you so much. And so, if it's if it's the mission, then what is the mission? Because that was the part of the question. You say it's not a movement. You believe it's a mission. What kind of mission are you on?
The mission is to get those of us who have suffered from the use of mind and mood altering substances, or from gambling, or from whoring, because we do have the, whatever your addiction is. Yes. The mission of Millati Islami is to bring you back into your natural state. In Islam, that's called fitr. It says that everybody was born on a natural state, and it's we who changes our state based on our conditions. So that's the mission of Millati Islami.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You made that nice and plain. Go ahead and drop it like it's hot in New York. I appreciate that, brother. Sister Sharifa, next.
Hi. Okay, so I'd like to think that Millati Islami is a mission, and I'm just gonna agree. I can say the same thing that Lukman said, because I didn't know Zaid. Like I said, I've been a part of Millati maybe for the last 3 or 4 years, and it's a mission. And our mission, I believe, is to raise the consciousness of the addict. As an addict, I was just an emotional tick, tick, boom. Now that I'm no longer using crack, I get to sleep, I get to eat, I get to think. I can really think. Allah gave me a brain, and God doesn't make junk. Addiction feeds off of toxic, dysfunctional relationships that are codependent and full of isolation. I was an isolated maniac. Millati Islami gives me an opportunity to be mindful of my Lord, to want to learn about, see myself as God sees me.
Woo!
Right? I want to see myself as God sees me. Yes. And I trust the law. I trust God. I love God. I know He loves me. I want to align my will with His will. So our mission is to raise the consciousness of the spiritually dead. The spiritually dead.
Okay, and thank you. That's good.
Our vision.
Oh my goodness, that was powerful. Y'all heard it, folks. Y'all heard it. They on a mission. They ain't playing no games.
None.
If you want to get off drugs, if you want to come out of that fallen human condition that the literature talks about, please, you are welcome to join the Millati Islami program by just going to the World Service Office on any platform. They are on Facebook, they are on Twitter, and they are on Instagram, okay? And they have their own MillatiIslami.org website. So, Jawad, answer the same question, please.
I like what Lukman said earlier, that he said it was a treatment. But in our books, he's always say Millati Islami is a fellowship of men and women joining each other on the path of peace. We share our experience from a hope while recovering from our active to mind and mood altering substance. So in this movement of what you're talking about is a movement, it's moving that addictive thought of mine of using drugs. You understand? And our ultimate goal, what our mission and goal are like, is our goal is to merge successfully from this test called life as prescribed by Allah.
Come on.
Right? To win His pleasure and reward is our ultimate human objective. This is what we are about. May we accomplish sobriety, success, and peace of what? Peace of mind. On Millati Islami.
Right.
So, we read the book, we all have different understandings and terminology of what is. But in the book, it's telling us, follow it, and you will be successful. Yes. And what Allah said, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, those who say our Lord is Allah, and afterwards is upright, the angels ascend upon them, saying, fear not, nor grieve, but hear good tidings of the paradise which you are promised, the immense reward. I want it. I don't know about you. I don't want to burn in the hellfire.
Right.
And that's why we're here. We're coming back for our brothers and sisters, because Allah, like I said, gave us the nitma. Now, I want to come back and get you so you can share the nitma and be in the nitma of Allah. You understand? So, it's a mind, move, life-altering chemical. Okay?
Right.
So it's in every aspect of your life. But now, are you willing to surrender?
Ooh.
Are you willing to surrender? That's the question. And
That's right.
it don't rest with me.
That's
It
right.
rests with you. Because I'm gonna say this, and I'm not boasting or none of that, bragging, none of that. Everything after I start living upright, being upright, Allah gave me.
Okay.
I told my shaykh, I'm gonna stop asking Allah for stuff.
Alhamdulillah.
And he said, "Are you out of your mind, Jawad?" And I said, "What do you mean? I think he's getting ready to come get me anyway, you know?" And he said, No, Jawad. Don't ever start asking Allah for what you need and want. Because when you do that, that means you don't need him no more.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you
And
so much. I appreciate that.
Need Allah.
Appreciate that. Hey, did y'all hear that? You will
Yes.
always need a law. Let me tell you something now. You heard it right here on Bring It to the Table with your girl, Author Doc B, your host. Listen, Millati Islami members, experienced members on here, dropping it like it's hot from New York City. They ain't playing no games with this thing tonight, okay? They are on fire. If you want to get clean and if you want to save your life from mind-mood-altering substances, please join the Millati Islami movement. You heard what he said. He said it's a movement, okay?
He did.
And he told you what the vision was, okay?
Yeah.
And he told you what the purpose was. He told you what the goals were. There's somebody in the audience right now that's saying, yeah, they saying, Assalamu alaikum. It is a movement, but movement comes in missions. It could have been a mission first that turns into a movement, and then moving changes come in stages. That's what the person put out in there. And that's true because we're a part of that right now, seeing it evolve, going through that change, that stage. So thank you for putting that up there. I bet you that was Happy Camp. I'm telling you, I know these people. Natasha, thank you for joining. Let me just give some shout out. Haji, thank you for joining. Fred, thank you for joining. Marina, thank you for joining. Naya, thank you for joining. Brother Jury, Kareem, hi, man. I feel like that. Thank you for joining, Yvette. Oh, that's my childhood. We go way back. Thank you for joining, Yvette. We really do appreciate you watching. Please come back. We are here every single Thursday night up until July the 4th. I think we got 2 more weeks. This week, we're going to also be on WURD 96.1 FM, and we're going to be on 900 AM radio and WURD TV. You don't want to miss it with your girl, Author Doc B. She'll be bringing it to the table live and uncut. Listen, this program is litty lit. What the young kids say, Jawad, litty lit. That's what they say. Ooh, let me tell you something. Y'all were so good. So let's talk about this Speakerjam. Ooh, I cannot wait. I love it. The t-shirts is coming out nice. It's got the little hats going on and everything. Don't forget to get y'all t-shirts now. Y'all got us doing all this work. Get your t-shirts, get your hats, right? Bro, get with Brother Khalil to get your hats. Call me to get your t-shirts. Okay, they'll be shipped straight to you from Atlanta. That's where my person is in Atlanta. Now, this Speakerjam, let me tell you. What are you looking forward to the most? We're going to start with you, Brother Jawad, because listen, that one topic you gave, you talked about that. Brother Luke Ma, you talked about that. You talked about it. The belief. And do you believe? Yeah, that's it. How you said, Jawad? Do you believe?
Or do you believe? Or do you really believe in what Allah said? See, because you can believe and take a shahada and think that's it. That's not it. You can say you a believer and gamble, you understand, and sneak and creep. And the thing is, if you believe, you wouldn't do that because you know that's a sin. And guess what else? You think you creeping and sneaking, and guess what? Allah is watching you and the angels are writing. Huh?
Yeah.
You think about that one?
Yeah.
You know, nobody see me, and I'm going to sneak and do this. Allah, Ya Allah, I know Allah, He only knows. He might say, look at my servant. I gave him a nip mark, and he's still or she's ungrateful. Ya Allah. You understand? And I know we have human fallen condition. I'm no saint. But sometimes people might get me highly upset and I want to smack something out of them. But I know that's not the conduct of a Muslim. I have to make dua or dhikr, and ask Allah to remove that. Don't let me be upset with my brethren or my sister. You understand? Help me work through this. Ya Allah, help me. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge in you, Allah, for the curse of devils not to act out in my emotions and my feelings.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Brother Juwan. Yes. And so the same next question goes to you, Sister Sharifa. What are you looking forward to on the 4th of July from 12 to 8 p.m. at the Millati Islami second annual Speakerjam, titled this year, The Freedom from Bondage? Woo!
Well, I'm looking forward to I'm not even sure.
Okay.
Right now. I'm not really even sure right now.
Okay.
Well, no. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I just want to be able to talk about how I have found freedom from how I found freedom from the desire to use a drink or a drug or even a cigarette to comfort me. I've been freed from that by Allah's grace and mercy.
So you're looking forward to talking about that on that day?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Because it's my experience and it's a reality, and I know that Allah has blessed me with the desire in my heart to not have a desire to use a drink or drug to comfort me. The truth comforts me today.
Okay,
the truth comforts me, and I'm good with it.
That's awesome.
Life is grand.
Yes, grand.
Life is grand.
Oh, I love that word.
Yeah.
Brother Lukman, what are you looking forward to?
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. What I'm going to look forward to, and first let me explain it the way I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
On this particular day, either my family or some friends invite me to these places, but I'm going to make sure I carry my phone because there are two events in this Speakerjam that I really want to hear. I want to hear these panels. I've heard of Speakerjam, and personally, I'm just being honest with me. I don't know how I couldn't stand listening to somebody tell their story back to back for 8 hours. I couldn't do it. But I can sit there and listen to a panel. I can do that because this is question and answer.
Right. Yes, it is.
That's what I'm looking forward to. So when they come on, even though I might be somewhere else and there's going to be kids playing and music, I'm going to tune in to listen to that.
Okay.
I am truly looking forward to those two things because Millati Islami is not just confined to the way other people say we should do things. We are an entity within our own right to do it as we please.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And so I'm looking forward to hearing the sister from Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, people of the audience, you should know that on the 4th of July, we have people from all over the world. We have people from Pittsburgh that are carrying a message, people from New York, people from Atlantic City. We have women from Atlantic City. We have Philadelphia going to be in the house. Woo! And you know, they got some strong recovery. Watch this. Florida is going to be there. People from the overseas, UAE, Dubai is going to be in the house on that day. You don't want to miss it. Listen, they got, let me see. Atlanta, I said, Florida, I said that one. That Louisiana, LV. What's LV? Las Vegas. Woo! Yes, we got Las Vegas in the house. Listen, there's a couple of topics that I'm looking forward to. Like Allah is the lawgiver. There is a female carrying the message about that topic that I'm looking forward to. There are topics like stairway. Wait a minute, what was that stairway topic? Stairway to recovery. I'm looking forward to that. And of course, I'm on the men's panel. I am asking the questions to the men on the men's panel. just get an audience a little bit about what is going to be happening with these panels. I'll give you a little bit about. Let me see. Let me pull it up right here. Yeah, and we're going to get ready for our closing remarks, and we're going to get out of here. So, how to build and grow love and affection in your marriage with men. That is a women's panel, and that will be at 3 o'clock on the 4th of July. You don't want to miss it, okay? This is definitely virtual. You can look on the Millati Islami website. You can look on Millati Islami Facebook page, and you can look on my page. Okay, all of my pages, Author Doc B. You can go to YouTube and Twitter. Okay, and to get all this information. And so, any final remarks? This is it. How was this experience for you, Luke Ma? You can go first. Any final remarks about the podcast? How did you enjoy yourself on this live stream tonight? Because this was one of the good ones. It seemed like every week it get better and better.
Okay, let me say it like this. I'm an open-minded Muslim. When I say open-minded, I understand that today we live in a technological society. I love this way of doing it. This gets it out to more people and let the message be shown, broadcast all over the world. And for me, it's alhamdulillah rabbil alameen.
Alhamdulillah.
That's as simple as I can make it.
And guess what, brother? It stays on the way. It don't go nowhere. All of these episodes, it don't go nowhere.
I know, I've seen them.
They can go back and revisit and listen to the information and make their decisions and get some more information, you know. People can stay clean just by these podcasts, you know.
Wow.
They can stay clean just by this. It's enough information. And that's why I said Millati Islami need their own podcast weekly show. And I'm pushing for it.
You hear me?
We need to help change and save lives because Allah is the lawgiver. He changes the lives.
Come on, give me a kiss. See you later.
Hey, they just saw that kiss in 3 other countries. We got 3 other countries on tonight.
No. Okay, well
3 other countries just saw you get your kiss, boo. Are you there, brother Jawad?
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. You hear me?
Okay.
Yeah,
turn on your camera.
Something happened to your camera.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it.
It's okay. We can hear you. Give your final remarks, please.
Yeah, my final remark is, I really didn't answer that question. And the question is, what I'm going to get from our speaker jam is knowledge. I'm going to get knowledge and wisdom and understanding on how to deal with different situations that the sisters speak about, the brothers speak about, to help me grow, and I can put that in my toolbox when I encounter that. It's about learning and developing. That's what I expect out of that. And I expect us to give dawah to Al-Islam in its purest form, in its purest sense. You understand?
Yes,
and we grow together and live together in unity. You understand?
Yes,
and keep giving dawah to the sick and suffering Muslims as well as humanity out there at large.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much, brother, sister Sharifa. What do you?
Yeah.
What do you? Go ahead. You got the question now, right?
No, come on, give it to me again.
That's because you was up there puckering up. Come give me a kiss.
Yeah.
He was up there puckering up. And so on that day, what are you? I say actually, what was you mostly looking forward to? And then my next question was if you was oh gosh, I wrote it down too. Hold on.
Well, let me just say that. Well, I can talk about. I'm looking forward to being able to talk about my experience, strength, and hope as a Muslim in the Millati Islami program, and how I bear witness that Islam is a book for healing without a doubt. It's a book of guidance without a doubt. And God even says in the book that if guidance comes to me as it would, and I accept his guidance, that I shall never fear or grieve about anything. And that's the truth. And so I can talk about that.
Okay.
And, you know, the Quran is a timeless book. So that message was given when Adam was created, because of his fallen condition, because of his he didn't have a pride sin. His sin was from a desire. So that's two different kinds of sins. But God told him, if guidance comes to you from me and you accept it, you got it made. You know, so I can talk about that because it's happened in my life.
Okay. Thank you so much. Any final remarks? Any final remarks? Thank you all for joining. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, the event is going to be posted on the Millati Islami Facebook page. Please go there so that you can get the information of the Zoom information, because this is definitely a virtual event, and hopefully when COVID calms down or whatever, we can all come back together and be face to face. It's your girl off the dock B. She was in the building with the Millati Islami Experience members. Boy, they dropped it like it was hot.
Assalamu alaikum, sis.
I
do have one final remark. For those that might have found this podcast useful, please look on the Millati Islami website. On that website, there's a list of meetings. There's a list of us as members in case you have questions. Please feel free to use that information. That's why it's up there. I'm sorry to do that, but you know I got to plug Millati Islami. That's what I do.
I didn't know.
You actually did my job. That's always my last 5 minutes. I always do that. And I also typed it in the chat so everybody can see that the MillatiIslami.org is there. They have everything on the website, and they also have it on their Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter. So with that being said, we are going to shut it down. Thank you all.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Good night.
See y'all. Thank you. Outstanding job. Outstanding. I love it.
Good night.
Good night, Sharifa.
Good night.
Thank you, sis. Thank you.